Hi, I'm Karen Teich. I am the Director of Enrollment here at the Doane Stuart School in the Capital Region. We are a pre-K through 12th grade school, co-ed college prep. And sitting to my right is Mr. Seamus Hodgkinson, longtime science teacher extraordinaire here at the school. Over 40 years, is that right, James?
45.
45 years, wow, that's impressive. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the middle school here at Doane Stuart. Mr. Hodgkinson is the perfect person to speak to the middle school because he's been here through it all, and he is very passionate about science. So I'm hoping that you can speak to what exactly it is about Doane Stuart that sets us apart maybe from other middle schools, what's different about Doane Stuart, and then maybe expand a little bit on your love for science.
Okay, I can do that. So I like that first question, what sets us apart. I think it's interesting, this is Founders Day,
Yeah.
and I think you have to start there. Our school was founded as a great experiment, and in 1975, which is actually the year I joined, and that sense that we are on some kind of journey together, that we're actually not in a rut, that we're somehow figuring things out, is still with us. It's part of our DNA, I think, as a school. So it just seeps into the culture and the sense that this place is special and different. I know a lot of places can claim that and do claim it, and rightly so, but I think that sort of is a basis for our claim that we started as an experiment and we're continuing to make sense of who we are and the best way to do what we do, which is education. So ultimately, this place is about helping young people grow as students, as individuals, as citizens, and as scientists. And the middle school is a very special age. The middle school years are a very special age. They are years when there's so much growth. They come to us in 5th grade, and they're still, I wouldn't say babies, that would be condescending, but they're certainly unformed, and they have a black and white attitude approach to the world, in a sense that everything is kind of superficial. By 8th grade, they realize it's not that way at all. This is a big, challenging world that we're in, and there's a lot to learn and a lot that we probably will never know. So helping those students through those critical years, to me, is very, very important, because those years mean they're experimenting as to who they are. So that 5th grader, by the middle of his or her middle school years, is beginning to try out different persona, try out different approaches to learning and to being. And the job of a good school, good middle school, is to help that happen without letting it become a distraction. And I think coming back to our mission, that's kind of what we figured out, what we are constantly aware of, that this is something that is bigger than just teaching kids science or math and providing them with lunch or recess. So I think this sense that we have students who need room to grow, are vulnerable, are fragile, and are making sense of who they are, sort of controls the way we approach middle school education. There is a sense, I think, that the head and the heart have to be equally considered. The head will certainly do all of the discovery and the learning, but without the heart following, there's something missing. So making sure that every day students come in here feeling comfortable with their environment and feeling comfortable with the possibilities, I think is important. Not that they arrive every day saying, oh, what a beautiful morning, but I think they have a sense that this place cares, that their adults in their lives care, that there's a sense that even though work can be a drudgery and homework sometimes is a little overwhelming, there is a feeling that there's a purpose to it that we create because of that mission that I mentioned earlier. So if I was to kind of bring this full circle, I think it's just the idea that this place believes that we are doing something special because we built ourselves from scratch for that reason. And being a science teacher, that really appeals to me. We just recently landed on Mars and in this amazing adventure mission with Perseverance, which the name alone says it all. But if you ask my students in science class what got us to Mars, they will give you all the right answers, maths and science and exploration and endeavor and desire, but they will also tell you excellence. And to me, that ultimately is the key to success. And it's something that is hard to reach, but it's something that I believe in Doane Stuart Middle School, there's a sense that that's what we're striving for. Excellence is this idea that you will achieve something extraordinary. And I think we were built for that from the beginning because we had to work it all out. So I believe our middle school is a place that is producing students and young people who are growing in a sense of who they are and are ready to move on, we hope, into a successful high school and a world that's waiting for them and needs them. So what I've done is taken you on a journey from our beginnings to our present, but without those beginnings and without that journey, I don't think our students would have that same sense of this place as somewhere that they know is meaningful and is important to them.
That's awesome. And it's a journey that just continues. Every time I see you, Mr. Hodgkinson, you're wearing a different tie. And it is science related. What's this tie all about?
Okay, so my ties are notorious. I have them. I have a collection of great science ties. This one is the periodic table, which to me is one of the most important documents in human history. It takes every single material in the universe and it breaks it down into basically 118 individual elements. So everything we see around us is ultimately made up from these. And our species had the ability, the opportunity, the desire, the sense of excellence to go find out what they were and somehow catalog them and document them and put them in a table that every science room has one on the wall. And to me, it's another example of this excellence. When my students look at a periodic table, they're looking way beyond the data and the details and the formula and the symbols. They're looking at the idea that we can make sense of our world, which is pretty awesome.
That's extraordinary, and so are you, and so is Doane Stuart. So if you'd like to learn more about our middle school here at Doane Stuart or meet Mr. Hodgkinson, please feel free to peruse our website at www.doanestewart.org. Fill out a brief form to get some more information or come in for a tour. We have been open and in person since September, which is no small feat, but we all really, really want to be here. So we're all doing our part and we are able to accommodate one family at a time for a private tour. And I'd love to tour you and show you around. So thanks a lot for joining us and be in touch.